I think you gotta go Otis and Maeve, man. OG.
Oh, really?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Mimi's here, Ruby isn't, you know?
Hi, I'm Gina. I'm here with Mimi and Chanel, who play Ruby and Anwar in Sex Education, and these are their Netflix 9. Sex Education has finally returned. We're on season 3 now, and a lot has happened in the last 2 seasons. Can you tell me where each of your characters are now in season 3?
Oh, doing a very new thing. She is in her first relationship. Well, not just yet at the beginning.
Yeah.
Getting into it. Yeah, so she's kind of just opening up more, and you just see a very different side behind the barrier that has been up previously in the previous seasons, which I think is really nice. That's probably my favourite thing about playing her this season.
Yeah, it's nice, it's nice. And Chanel, what about you? What about Anwar?
He's in a bit of a different position at the start of the season, because like you said, about the relationship, I think Anwar feels a bit threatened that he's losing his friend a bit, and that someone's joining this new posse, and he doesn't like that. But I think also he goes on a nice journey in the sense that you see like a nicer side to, I think, just the Untouchables in general. They're less selfish, I'd say. They kind of
More
buy into this,
supportive of
like,
each
yeah,
other.
and other people as well,
Yeah.
with what happens in the school.
Do either of you have a favourite storyline from this season?
Yeah, I'd probably say the school trip, man. That would, like, the antics that happens on the school
Oh.
trip. It's a big one.
Damn.
It's a big one, but
I
it's
just
so funny as well. It's
That
so
is such a good
jokes, man.
episode.
Your storyline's quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I thank you. I
Yeah.
agree with you though, actually, on the school trip. I completely forgot. That was probably the funniest.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
had the funniest, personally what I thought was the funniest scene. Like
Yeah.
where we all were just like, we need to not laugh so we can get through this day and go
I
home.
don't know how you all do it, honestly.
It's hard sometimes.
We don't.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
looking at,
no,
like,
we
the
don't
50th
do it.
take.
If there's a season 4, what part of each of your characters, or you could even say any other character, but what part of each of your characters would you like to see more of? If you could see anything else about their life or about
But I want to see Anwar's home life. I don't know why he's such
I
a
would
twat
love to
all the
see
time,
that
you know?
too.
I feel
Me
like there's
too.
something that could
Yeah.
be a bit, something could be triggering him a little bit, maybe. I feel like they look into your home life.
Yeah, and
You
that's
see-
really
yeah.
good. I would
So
love
I think,
to do that for
something-
yours.
Yeah.
It would be
That'd be
sick.
interesting.
Yeah. For mine, I'd say towards the end, she feels very different this
Yeah.
season, like just doesn't care as much because she's very concerned with everything. So I think seeing more of the side of her that just doesn't care,
Yeah.
like just makes out with the guy next to her, because why not? We're all having a good time,
Living the best
you know?
life.
So yeah, definitely more of that side. Yeah.
This season, I think, is one of the biggest plot twists, in my opinion, is the fact that Ruby, spoiler alert, but everyone would have seen it by now, is in a relationship with Otis. Did either of you predict that was going to happen at the end of season 2 when it wraps? Where you're like, I think Ruby's going to be in a relationship with Otis.
I didn't think relationship. Definitely not. That was a surprise for me when I found out. But it was very exciting because I thought, God, how is that going to work with her?
Yeah.
She's selfish. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, just a little
She's
bit.
a little,
Yeah.
she's a little bit selfish. I was thinking that's going to be nice for her to share her time and life with someone else. But it's nice. It was nice to take away a little bit of the selfishness, play it a little bit more sweet.
Yeah.
Good for me.
And Chanel, are you team Otis and Maeve, or do you have a soft spot for Otis and Ruby?
I think you gotta go Otis and Maeve, man. OG.
Oh,
I love
Right
them.
here. I'm right here.
Mimi's here, Ruby isn't, you know?
All right,
It's all
fine.
right.
That's fine. I take that on the chin.
What about you? Do you have a soft spot? Obviously, you play Ruby, so.
I'm gonna have to stand up for my character here, as I've been sold directly down the river by my friend. So I'm gonna definitely say I like Rotis. I think it's really good.
I think it's really cute.
I think it's very funny.
Yeah, it's cute.
I like
It
when
is
he comes
cute.
into our group. I
Yeah.
think it's not easy for him, but it's really funny.
What's something that's happened to you since starting your role on Sex Education that you didn't expect?
The Netflix after party, the BAFTAs was pretty nuts, wasn't it?
Yes,
That was
actually, I
probably
would say that
surreal.
is probably exactly what it is
Yeah.
for both of us.
Yeah, I'd probably say that.
Would you say that that's the moment where you were like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
is it a pinch me moment?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely was. Like, am I asleep? Am I really
Yeah.
here? Yeah.
Just disbelief.
Yeah, definitely.
That and a lot of weird DMs, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by the answer to this question. So, other than the characters that you play, who's your favourite character on Sex Education? and
Mr.
why?
Hendricks.
Yeah, yeah. We
Oh,
both-
really?
we're Mr. Hendricks stands,
It
man.
is Mr. Hendricks.
That is
Yeah.
a good answer.
100%.
Not one.
I
of
don't get
his
how he's
scenes.
not people's favourite character.
No.
That man puts on a masterclass.
Every
scene.
single time.
It's nuts.
And it doesn't even have to be speaking.
Yeah,
might
it's
just be the way he
yeah,
stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
Fantastic.
I love him.
Yeah.
Obviously, your group is called the Untouchables in Sex Education, but if both of you were to create your own popular kids group, right, with yourself and 2 other celebrities of your choosing, who would it be?
yo, man, I'd definitely take Drake. I feel like I'd just have a ball in time with that man.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh my God.
Drake would get in there.
I'm bringing in David Attenborough just because I really want to meet him. That's why I'm bringing him in. I mean, I don't know whether he would. He's not bitchy. He seems like a lovely man, and I just really, really want to meet him. So I'm bringing him in for that reason.
If we want to stay on the topic of trios in pop culture, obviously Untouchables is a trio within pop culture now. I want each of you to choose between these famous trios from TV and film, okay? So which threesome is more iconic in your personal opinions?
Okay.
This is personal opinions, so don't come for anyone in the comments. Okay, so Harry, Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter, or Luke, Leia and Han from Star Wars?
Harry
Is
Potter.
that the choice?
That's
That's it.
that's the
Yeah,
choice.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, 100%.
Hands down.
Okay.
Every night.
Okay. Regina, Gretchen and Karen from Mean Girls, or Natalie, Alex and Dylan from Charlie's Angels, but specifically the one that starred Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu and Drew Barrymore.
I feel like Charlie's Angels because they've got your back. Like,
No, that's
they
true.
kick ass.
But
Like,
now
they
I
actually
feel like
fully
such
kick
a
ass.
traitor to Mean Girls.
Yeah.
It raised me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know.
It's a hard one. It is hard.
Okay, I'm
they're
gonna,
like the-
I'm
they're
gonna
like the
say
OG
Mean Girls
Untouchables
because
as
you
well.
said Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
We're picking both. There's 2 people. Can we not pick both?
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it just for this one
Yeah,
because
I'll
that
allow
was
it.
that was
hard.
ridiculously hard.
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
It's a draw.
Lizzie, Gordo and Miranda from Lizzie McGuire, or Raven, Eddie and Chelsea from That's So Raven.
That's a raven.
That's a Raven.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Good choice. All right, last one. Buffy, Willow and Xander from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or Prue, Phoebe and Piper from Charmed.
No. Oh.
I never used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I used to
Oh,
watch Charm though sometimes, so I'm gonna go Charm.
Oh, I watched Buffy the Vampire.
Okay.
So
Another draw.
she's slaying vampires. So yeah, I'll pick her and you pick Charmed. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It's another draw because I didn't watch Charmed.
So I think that each of the characters in The Untouchables are characters that are tough on the outside but soft on the inside. Which member of The Untouchables do you think is actually the softest and why?
Simone's
I
lovely,
would
isn't
say
she? I was
Olivia.
gonna say,
Yeah,
I was gonna-
yeah. Simone's character,
Yeah,
Olivia.
yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah, she does. seem-
Because she's, I'd say she's the most sensitive.
Yeah,
She's
100%.
mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
She's one of us.
There's like a cuteness to like some of her meanness though sometimes, you
Yeah,
know? Whereas us,
yeah.
it's like venom. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
with us I think
Yeah.
it's more spiteful. With her it's like trying, but,
Yeah.
but there's a sweetness behind her meanness, yeah.
And what about the 3 of you in real life?
No, we're all lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all,
We
yeah.
are really nice.
I'm not gonna
seriously.
tell you down the river on that one,
Thank you.
Mimi, Chanel, thank you so much.
All good, man.
These are your Netflix 9. Thank you.
Thanks for having
What's
us,
up?
man.